Hey guys, Largo0JPS here, and here we are looking at the 1-to-100 Master Grade Astray Blue Frame D. This is from the Seed vs. Astray line. This is an upgrade to Guy Murakumo's Blue Frame. So just like in Seed Astray and the Seed vs. Astray, the Astray frames all go through upgrades. The red frame goes from normal to getting a flight pack to getting the powered up version with the big arms, and then it gets to another katana, but it also gets the tactical arms. Now his tactical arms came from the Astray Blue Frame, which he modified to his liking, hence why in the Astray Red Frame Kai's Master Grade there are parts in there from the Blue Frame. And then he also get an upgrade with the Dragoon, which I believe it's called. I do want that Master Grade. I kind of want both Master Grades, but I know both of them are kind of like partially the same, just different backpacks. And I know one comes with the Baku head, the other one comes with like some swords. And then there's the Astray Turn Red, which is a totally different Astray, which is technically it's a taller Astray anyways. Then you got the Astray Gold Frame, which went through upgrades from the normal to the Amatsu Gina to the Amatsu Mina. And then there's another version, which is instead of with the gold having black armor, it's white armor. Then there's the Mirage Frame, and then there's the green frame. There is a fifth Astray that was mentioned because we know the red, the blue, the green, and the gold. Because MBF, the Astray 01 unit is red, Astray, this is 02, gold would be 03, green would be 04, and number 5 is, they don't know, I guess that's the purple frame probably, who knows. Not much is said about it. But yeah, this is basically the Astray as an upgrade. I want to say Guy Murakumo became he gained spatial awareness because what normally supposed to go on him, on his body, are Dragoons, like sword Dragoon bits, that he can normally wield manually, or he can just have them deployed and let them do their own thing. So I think he does gain spatial awareness. Now, as you can see overall, there's some differences in parts and everything. Some of the stuff is normally the same, but you don't have all the other parts that you would normally have. Like, you don't have the daggers that would go on the legs here. You also got parts to do the normal side skirt parts here. Because there are some leftover parts. There's also leftover parts in here for the head. Because the head piece, there's quite a few different head pieces, and it's a totally different design. Especially the V-fin. And for comparison, let's bring him in next to his counterpart. Well, his previous form, the Astray Blue Frame, second revise. The arms are the same. The shoulders are a lot different. Like, you can see a lot more orange over here on the shoulders, but you don't see as much on this one. But you do have the orange still, like, mainly on the vents. The front, the waist is still the same. Now, the side skirt parts here are different. So, like, you have two different side skirts. If I can let this focus in. As you can see, yeah, you got the smaller ones here, but you got these longer ones here on this one. The feet are mostly the same. I say mostly, except that if you remember on second revise, he actually has little pocket knives that come out of his. On this one, you don't get that. And you also have this on the back as well. And because you can kind of mix and match some stuff, you can mix around some parts here and there. And also, you have that different kind of backpack because you have this part here that connects in there. Kind of hard to do this because I got the sword connected to there in a hand, but you have that connector in backpack style. So roughly overall, it's still the same. And the head is a totally different design, because like the only orange you see is like roughly the V, like around the face. But when we look at this one, and most of the orange was on the tactical arms on that one, and the shoulders. So yeah, he didn't have the second revise didn't have a lot of orange. Like I said, it was mainly regulated to his face, the shoulders, and his tactical arms. But this one, there's more orange on the upper body. You can see orange there on the shoulders. And you can also see it on his head. Like you can see it there, you can see it on his cheeks. The head design is also uniquely different. And then when you look at and it's like the back, the normal connector point is still the same, but I mean it's still the same, but you have this extra piece which is compatible for a striker pack, and this part hanging off right here on my fingers is we connect the action base, because it does come with one. It's so nice that more master grades are getting action bases, they need it. And the feet, these are normal feet, so no blades in there. And no pocket knives or side armor knives, but you do get the parts like for the normal size skirts if you want to use them. You can't do the normal shoulders, so you can't do that. You also got the parts for the head too, but you do get the parts for the Astray Red Frame's shoulder. So technically speaking, you can build up the normal shoulders. There's the parts in there because I recognized them. So like overall, it's a similar design. So roughly speaking, if you build up the legs, the waist, the torso, the neck, the arms, and the hands, it's pretty much one-to-one to the second revise. The feet would be the same, except you know you have to put in the you don't have the blades, but I think the second revise can also do that too. So otherwise, it's a replica to that. Now, let's look at the accessories. Now, he doesn't come with no beam rifles, no shields, no tactical arms, nothing of the sorts. But he does come with other stuff. So, first off, you do get an action base. This is the similar action base that you will see like on the like it comes with like the Wing Zero, the Strike. Like if you got the Strike Rouge Tori, the Sword Launcher Strike, the Full Armor Gundam Thunderbolt, I think those are the only few I can think of. You have seen this kind of action base. And the old Master Grade Wing Zero. Actually, I think both Wing Zeros come with this. Oh, you know what? I didn't realize this. So here's the thing. So this piece, so normally this is what they look like. You have that piece, but then some of them has a different section for this neck part. They use differently. But you get this extra piece here that you plug in there, and this plugs into his back where you connect the striker packs. But you still also get an action base connector, and I just realized you can plug that in there. It's not firmly secured, but it still works, and you just plug it in like so, and this will actually angle upward, so you know. Actually, let me extend the camera out. I should have done this from the start, but you can actually extend this upwards and you can get him airborne. And like I said, it plugs in into the back of his back like so, and now he's upwards, and that actually works really well. I have not tried the other one, and actually I just took the whole thing off, but I would be too terrified to try that just because striker packs or these action based connectors and some of these master grades, they don't usually bode well for me. And trying to connect this in here, Well, maybe if I did it the other way. Also, I will gripe about one thing, is that these side skirts do not stay on that well, and I can't even get this in here, even though I am pushing it in at the right spot. And I just felt something pop off. Oh great, his leg armor popped off. So give me a second, I gotta pick that up. Don't know why this one keeps popping off. And that's the other thing, those side skirts pop off too easily and much, because I had issues and it had me up a wall with this. And also, I don't think I got this in the right way. Let's plug this in like so, and let's see if this will work. I mean, I know this will plug in, but... And there's the other problem I have. His legs do not stay on. But yeah, that works, but it's... Because of... It works, but it also... He is now leaning backwards. The angle is off, so you would have to adjust the neck to actually... No, you wouldn't, because, well, I mean, you could adjust the neck to make him lean forward with it, but yeah, this is... I don't recommend the idea of doing this sometimes, but if you want to do this, you can. But honestly, I do recommend just putting him, disconnecting it through the back, because it's already a tight enough fit as it is down there. And now I gotta try to pry this off and put things back together. And now the things are... Well, now I can't even get the leg back on. And now I gotta find... Okay. Yeah, I was kind of expecting this to kind of go sideways a little bit, but not this sideways. I won't do articulation too much, just because if you've seen the normal Astray Master Grades and the articulation, it's the same thing. But that was the main accessory we got out the way. And also, he can stand pretty much well even with his stuff on. So first up, we're going to talk add-on and show off the side skirts extra stuff. You get 2 of these, and putting these together is a pain in the ass because there's only 2 parts, a white part and there's an orange part. A lot of these blades have orange, except for 2, which they put white seals on them. And because these are the old Master Grade style hands, the 2.0 style, so you know there's a peg in there, you can actually get them to hold these. And I just popped off that thumb. But yeah, you can actually have them hold these without putting them in, and he holds them pretty well. And you get 2 of these, and they slide in on his side skirts. So you just pop them in, and I just took out the whole side skirt connector section. Normally, I wouldn't complain about this because it's never been an issue with the Astrays with their side skirts, because most of the time they've always been, well, non-existent. But now this kind of makes them a thing, and it makes it a pain in the ass to deal with them. It was like a pain in the ass to get them on, and then now, well, it wasn't a pain to get them on the hips. It was just more or less a pain to keep them attached onwards. They could have found a different spot to connect these in. And honestly, I'm trying to do this the best way to keep these onwards and attached, and that's turning the sides, lifting up the part to connect the side skirts so I can plug in the ball joint. Hopefully these will stay on. So yeah, now he has massive side skirt armor. It really goes really far down, almost like the Freedoms. So next up is going to be the arms. So this is where he gets some new weapons, and it's these little things. These have blades on them, and there is a white sticker on them, which I don't like because there's this white sticker that wraps around them. But these are supposed to be like extra blades that he can use, and it plugs in. And apparently, if he folds his arms around, they're supposed to be like at the end. They're supposed to be like little beam Gatling guns or so, or little beam guns. So you get one of each arm. We're slowly arming them up. Like I said, we're gonna bring back second revise anyways to show them side by side. So like he can actually be like, if it's crap. Like if he folds his arm up like that, he can be like shooting. That's kind of like what they're supposed to be. Next up is the shoulders. So the shoulders have these little points on them on the side, and those are for these. And all the blades he has are holdable. So there's 4 of these, and there's 2 on each shoulder. So this makes his shoulder really far wide out. And like I said, this is where the majority of the orange went to, is for all these blades. All these blades plus the shoulder vents and the face. That's it. Well, and also his backpack too. We're almost done. Next up is these last 2 blades, these tiny ones, which are these. And these plug into his head on the orange parts. So that orange part right there on the side, that's where these plug into. And like I said, every blade he can hold, because they all have handles. So yeah, there he goes. Now he's armored up. He's bladed up. Yeah, and this is basically his normal silhouette profile without, you know, his backpack on. And here he is next to the Astray, his previous one, the second revise. I wish I had a normal master grade blue frame so I can compare them, so I compare all 3. But yeah, you can see how much of a profile difference this is showing off to be. Like, one is starting to look more filled out and bigger up top, mainly due to the shoulders. The other one still has a sleeker profile, but his profile, this one's profile mainly comes from his backpack. Depends on how it's displayed, whether he has it in flight mode, or is it just in sword mode, or he's using it as a Gatling gun, or he's taking the blades off, leaving the main center part, the Gatling gun part, stored on his back, and just using the blade arms. So yeah, his profile is really filling out. And then we get into the last piece, his backpack, which looks like the L Striker, really. It sort of looks like the L Striker. It's a cool design. It's a simple design too. It's like, we're going to take the L Striker and we're going to modify it. Honestly, I would say this is mostly built like the L Striker, mainly like these parts and the wings and other stuff, but no sliding gimmick at the bottom. No sliding gimmick at the bottom for, you know, for a perfect striker. And if you replace these with and I'm pretty sure you can replace these with beam saber handles, because I'm pretty sure that hole could fit one, but these things don't actually function as blades. They're just there because he doesn't use them. Don't see no reason to use them because there's no pictures showing him actually using them anyways. And no, this is not premium Bandai either. But like I said, this plugs in just like a normal striker pack into his backpack. Oh, into his back. I'm so tongue twisted. And boom. Now he has his... Oh boy. This is what I was worried about. Because things are so finicky that they get hit and they fall off. But he can't stand without it. Also be mindful with the head that you don't want it to hit these bits here on his backpack. And I just knocked off a piece. Luckily, it's easy to put back on. Because I remember the first time I put this backpack on and I was like, why is it hitting everything? And I was like, oh, those things are hitting each other. But yeah, this is him, and like I said, he can't stand with it on. You just gotta make sure you get the perfect balance so that he's not gonna lean backwards, because he will want to lean backwards and go back heavy-ish. So keep that in mind. But also, he comes with an action base that you saw a while ago, so that is the upside to this. The only downside is trying to keep these things on. Sometimes I think it is not worth it, and this is just coming off. And this is the real crappy thing, is that because of this, nothing really wants to stay put or stay on like it should. Like, I will say, take your chances with gluing some of these parts in place. Cement glue is your best friend for this, but also I would recommend, if you get them in one pose, keep them in that one pose, because as you can see, the things are just popping right off. And as much as I don't want to, you know, keep fighting with it, it's going to make me fight with it. And it's mainly this one side skirt. Like, it doesn't want to stay in, and sadly this is what I've been regulated to. I'm fighting with a side skirt piece that doesn't want to stay on. Because I know it's not the build itself, it's just not really the clearance space. Okay. But yeah, there he is. Oh, come on, just stay on for like 2 minutes without flying off the deep end. So, before I lose my shit, so this is basically him all armored up and everything. He can stand on his own. And now let's add his profile, compare his profile with second revises. You can see now that with the profile comparison, one looks more filled out differently than the other one. Like, they look the same overall. But sadly though, without the extra parts for the shoulders, I mean, the only thing is you can build the normal shoulders. But if you don't remember, you have to look up the Astray Blue Frames manual to do that. I don't know if you can build Though, I don't think you have all the parts to do the normal head nor normal V-fin, because his kind of V-fin and the Astray Red Frame's V-fin is not in this one. So you're kind of working with what you have. But yeah, overall this is pretty nice. I do like it. Just wish this was less of a problem. And honestly, I don't know how I would display him, because he just has so much going on him that it's kind of hard to tell, like, how do you want to pose him. I mean, he has the action base, which is nice. I can use this, and I do plan on using it. But I'm also going to have to figure out where on those two bookshelves I'm going to place him, and who do I move for him to get room to be put up there. So yeah, I have some stuff to think about doing. But yeah, for this to be an upgrade, overall, it's nice. It's solid. Yes, there's a lot of leftover plates, like the poly caps and head parts and shoulder parts. But that's fine. I don't care. I don't mind it. But honestly, it's a solid build because it builds up just like they both build up the same. As you can see the similarities in the two. You can see it in the legs. You can see it in the ankles and the feet, the torso, the arms, the hands. That's about it. I mean, the shoulders and the head and that are different, but otherwise it's the same color scheme. It's the same MS, just upgraded as it should be. Now I'm hoping to see, will we get a... Now I'm kind of curious. Will they make an Infinite Justice Type 2 and Mighty Strike Freedom Master Grades now? Considering that Strike Freedoms is just a different backpack, and Infinite Justice is also a different backpack as well. Kind of looking forward to seeing them. Also, they can bring back the Master Grade Dual for the Dual Blitz and Buster for the Lightning Buster. Though I'm not too crazy about the Impulse spec too, because some of those colors be like, oh. Yeah, I saw the Seed Freedom movie. But yeah, this is the Frame D. I mean, it's a great kit overall. It's a fun build. If you can get past certain parts like that, it's great. And it's just giving masquerades like this are giving us what we need. More utility, more options, action bases. Hell, when I built my Testament Gundam, it came with an action base. I wasn't even expecting that. The MGX Strike Freedom came with an action base. The Thunderbolt full armor came with an action base of some sorts. The more masquerades do this, the better, because it means the longevity of them do last longer. But I ranted on enough. I got other stuff to do, so I'll catch you guys later, because work will be calling for me soon enough. So take care, guys, and bye.